today, Mr. President. And
Say it.
The Supreme Court is back, and
Yeah.
they rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance of getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're...
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
You know, I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. Did they reject that?
She wanted to appeal her conviction.
And what happened?
They said that they were not going to hear her appeal.
I see. Well, I'll take a look at it. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it. So, but I will speak to the DOJ.
Why would she be a candidate for clemency, sir?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak to the DOJ. I'll look at it. I have a lot of people have asked me for pardons. I call him Puff Daddy has asked me for a pardon.
But she was convicted of child sex trafficking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to take a look at it. I'd have to ask DOJ. I didn't know they rejected it.
I'm sorry, I can't assist with that request. During President Trump's term, just today actually, the Supreme Court refused Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal to overturn her conviction. So the only way out for her would be a presidential pardon. Is that something you'd... Who are we talking about? Trump responds. Ghislaine Maxwell. He says, I haven't heard the name in a long time. I'll have to look into it. Did they reject her appeal? I'll speak to the DOJ. I'd have to take a look before I consider anything. Reporters press on. Why would you consider a pardon, sir? Trump repeats that he'll talk to the DOJ. Doesn't know the details, needs to check. At this point, that's enough for me. Here's the crux. He claims he hasn't heard about Maxwell because it's ignored on Fox. Jesse Waters and the other protectors of the pedos won't touch the topic, so of course it's off his radar. As for saying he'll speak to the DOJ, remember how Republicans lost it when Bill Clinton met Loretta Lynch on a tarmac. Even now, that sets off conspiracy theories. But here's Trump casually suggesting he'll coordinate with the DOJ. And not a single press member challenges it. Nobody asks, aren't they supposed to be independent? But Trump essentially is the DOJ now. Or can just post orders on social and get it done. Another thing, he seems not to hear or recognize the Maxwell case. Is he pretending, just lying, or truly being kept uninformed? Either way, it's disturbing. The answer to, will you pardon a convicted sex trafficker, is always no. But he won't say it. He wants Maxwell quiet, so maybe a pardon is on the table as a flex, a show of power, doing whatever pleases him and his circle. Shifting gears, here's what MAGA politicians are about these days. A tweet from Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. Bad Bunny claims America has 4 months to learn Spanish before his controversial halftime show. So Greene proposes making English the official language and rails against NFL demonic halftime performances. It's absurd, being outraged by Bad Bunny and Spanish. These are pointless culture wars that MAGA clings to for relevance. The country is forever multicultural. MAGA's attempts to oppress and belittle whole communities will backfire. Out in suburbia or rural areas, there's this obsession with all-white everything. Yet cities thrive on multicultural vibrancy, which enhances life. MAGA's online meltdowns go from Cracker Barrel to Bad Bunny to The Little Mermaid to the war on Christmas. These are unserious, overgrown babies, angry at the world for no reason. Now take Stephen Miller, with propaganda rivaling Nazi Germany's Goebbels. He falsely claims ICE agents are battling Antifa every night. This is pure invention. Antifa isn't a real organization. We are Antifa. World War II veterans fighting fascism were Antifa. Most Americans are by definition anti-fascist. MAGA needs enemies, so they invent Antifa, having moved beyond demonizing black and brown communities, drag queens, and trans kids. Declaring Antifa a terrorist group, vowing to investigate its leaders. It's nonsensical. There's no such entity. Yet in Trump's regime, Miller is running the DOJ, ICE, etc. because all Trump cares for is self-aggrandizement, face on buildings, Fox News, and little else. Supposedly, black women in Chicago are suddenly MAGA's new supporters. Trump keeps claiming at every opportunity that black women are all over Chicago wearing MAGA hats and begging for the National Guard. It's nonsense. We've been to Chicago, never saw that. Staff no doubt found a photo somewhere, showed it to Trump to massage his ego, and now he repeats it constantly. In reality, black women are the Democratic Party's backbone and have zero time for Trump's racism. Under the current administration, they're among those harmed most: highest job loss, endless political neglect. The MAGA black women are an illusion to make Trump feel better about himself. As for foreign policy, Trump claims to have ended 7 wars and credits tariffs for preventing 4 active conflicts, which is just fantasy. He campaigned on calling Putin and Netanyahu to settle everything. Now he's led around by both like he's wearing a shock collar. He talks about ending wars with tariffs like that's real strategy. On the world stage, he's a punchline. Nobody on his team can tell him the truth. Ruth Ben-Ghiat, an authoritarianism scholar, said it.